the lonely stool. I am straight, but I've been asked if I'm gay before, and it does not bother me at all to be asked. I consider it a compliment because of the stereotypes that gays have earned regarding good style sense and general body upkeep. Homosexuality does not make me uncomfortable, and in fact, a large number of my closest friends at Lindenwood have been gay. I've often been in situations where I'm the norm-bending token straight in a group, but I'm confident enough in my sexuality that it does not bother me. Because despite some people's fears of contagion, I have successfully watched a dude kiss another dude without turning gay myself. Overall, Lindenwood has a very open-minded and friendly environment for the gay community, though I'm a theater student and most schools' theater departments are typically very gay-friendly. But as a result, I'm genuinely shocked when I read news about people who feel that homosexuality is an abomination, or I hear someone yell at the side of a moving car, "Faggot!" Some of America is behind the majority in terms of acceptance. There is a very real and absurd fear that the gay community has an explicit homosexual agenda to subvert America's values and destroy heterosexual marriages. It's hard to say that with a straight face. Because our beloved pursuit of happiness is not quite the inalienable right we like to believe it is. This creates an entirely unnecessary us versus them mentality for people uncomfortable with the gay community. It's so intense with some people, like in the Westboro Baptist Church, that it makes reconciliation impossible. And I used to get angry about this if people's religious and political beliefs ironically aimed to discriminate against our friends, family, and fellow citizens. But I've learned that the biggest reason people discriminate is not because they're bad people in their hearts, despite what evil may spew from their mouths or minds. These people simply have never had an experience with the people that they are uncomfortable around, because if they had, they would surely not be so uncomfortable. We hear and watch stories all the time of people overcoming their biases and having unlikely friendships when they finally have come into contact with someone of a different race or sexual orientation, and it is very common in many of the most powerful movies our culture has produced. But somehow people can understand that discrimination is wrong while simultaneously not applying this perspective in their everyday lives. I have seen many of my gay friends be affected by homophobia, and nothing makes it more clear that homophobia is actually what is unnatural and ungodly. The idea that homosexuality is some choice of sin can be shown to be completely irrelevant with the slightest bit of critical thinking. When kids are already facing the constant social volatility of middle school, why would they offer themselves up for more bullying by suddenly choosing to be gay? If homosexuality is a choice, why does our society have such a horrific suicide problem with gays? Why would gay people not just choose to stop being gay and then stay alive? Homosexuality is not a choice, but discrimination and bigotry is. And the abomination is not that so many people have made the choice, the abomination is that so many people have made the choice to harass gay people until they kill themselves. No one is born racist or homophobic. Little babies and children don't hate much of anything except early bedtimes and spinach. These biases are taught from an ignorant environment, whether it's someone's friends, culture, or parents, but they can also be untaught if people get out of their us versus them comfort zones. And I've seen a lot of people in my life accomplish this, and there are few things that make me happier about humanity than witnessing someone do it. They give up their us versus them mentality about a certain group of people when they realize that there is no segment of the population that deserves to be pitted against another. No matter how you try to visualize it, any us versus them scenario is really just humans versus humans, and we're all humans.